Hello and welcome everybody to our Ask Me Anything podcast episode number 5. We are here to answer the questions that you share with us every single week. They are related to spirituality and practicality. I'm Dr. Saurabh Bidani, founder of Magic of Holistic Health and the creator of 3 Intelligence Healing. I work on the psychological side and the spiritual side to help you ease your thoughts because thoughts create everything in life, from money to disease, from joy to sadness, from success to failure. Our own thoughts are responsible for our life. I, in my journey over the last 46 odd years, have gone through ups and downs. And one thing I know for sure, whenever there's a down, there is an up. Up creates the beauty, and we must take advantage of it whenever we have the up in life so that the down can be a little easier on us. So let's begin with today's questions. All the questions that you guys have shared, let's get them on now. Question number 1 coming up is, how do we attain Paramatma? Thank you so much for asking this wonderful, wonderful question. How do we attain Paramatma? So, Paramatma is an experience, it's not an object to be attained. The amazing thing is, Paramatma is with us all the time. You don't have to go searching for the Paramatma. What we fail to understand is that on this planet, when we came here, we decided to create walls and boundaries for us to experience planet Earth in its duality. If we don't have those walls and boundaries, our identity as us does not exist. What we feel, oh, this is a horrible place, we need to go from here, is basically the duality of life, happiness and sadness. One of the biggest myths that we carry is that Saurabh will exist in Paramatma. There is no existence. The very us that requires, desires Paramatma does not exist in Paramatma. It just isn't there. We can get close to the experience of Paramatma or oneness by doing 2 things. Being in gratitude always, which means this life. Every time you believe there is a right to life, you are going away from the Paramatma. It's not a right, it's a privilege. When you go to a restaurant, it's a privilege for the owner to have you there. At the same time, it is your privilege to be served. You have been given this life as a privilege, and that's it. When you realize that you live in gratitude and you have been privileged, you start getting closer and closer to the experience of the Paramatma. Simple and easy. Of course, please keep on asking questions as I answer if you have follow-up questions so that we can continue on. What is oneness truly? This is such a beautiful question, right? Flowing in from the Paramatma. Oneness is the Paramatma, where we all came from. When we are one, there is no need to think. So imagine, you will know what I am going to say next if you are in oneness with me. Whoever has seen Munna Bhai MBBS, they saw this actor reading about Mahatma Gandhi. and could answer all those things as if Mahatma Gandhi was giving him the answer. He was in oneness because he was deeply lost in the study of Mahatma. This is oneness. When you are in a fog, but you don't know it because you're one with the fog. Initially, when we are walking in darkness, we feel separated, we feel scared, we feel fear. As we keep walking and we start feeling the ground, for example, let's take it this way. You take a pathway, okay, make it completely dark. You take a pathway and walk on it back in front, back in front, back in front. In about 10 rounds of going back in front, you would know how many steps it takes to go forward and how many steps the other way around. You could hear the sounds of your footsteps. You would know if the rock is there or not. You would know where to put your foot comfortably. You could hear different sounds. All of that makes you comfortable. That is oneness with it. We all have oneness with our homes. We are comfortable. We have oneness with our who we are right now, and don't we? Comfort zone. That is all oneness. Okay, let's go to the next question, which is, what is dowsing? What are the do's and don'ts for it, and how is it beneficial for us? Now, dowsing itself is a full subject, like learning it, different ways of attaining it, doing different things with it. Dowsing requires a lot of thought processes. Dowsing requires a lot of exercises. Dowsing can be done multiple ways. It can be done using a rod or can be done using a pendulum. So I use this. This is my magical dowsing instrument. And what you do is ask simple questions. So a pendulum has 3 movements: clockwise, counterclockwise, and flat, right? You can even do one like this, like this, like this, but it gets very confusing if you keep on complicating the questions you have. And all you need to do is first practice. First practice that this dowsing instrument is going to be with you, just like Harry Potter and his wand. You have to be one with it. You have to see if it is listening to you or not. Be one with it. Okay, simple and easy. How do you know? Well, you start by asking it questions that could be true or false. So, my name is Ramesh Tendulkar, and it's going anti-clockwise. You may not be able to see it directly in the screen, but it's going anti-clockwise. For me, it's programmed that clockwise is yes, anti-clockwise is no, and flat is no answer at this point. Okay, very simple and easy. Does it benefit 100%? It is an extension of our energy. It's an extension of our subconscious mind. It is an extension of our connection of the local soul with the main soul, which is the Paramatma. So the Atma to the Paramatma, where all the answers lie. So you can resolve a lot of questions and challenges in life. It helps you make decisions in life. So it is a beautiful, beautiful instrument. Of course, if you're interested in knowing more about it, join the next session where we're doing 3 intelligence healing workshop. There you will understand more and how we go deeper into it. Of course, if you have any questions here, please, 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 like I repeated, keep on asking those questions. And Premji's question is, if Paramatma is all of us, then why do we make mistakes and sometimes we even do or think bad about others? Karam? When we started, we had nothing bad. So understand that the Paramatma has created energy for everything. We are energy. Within us is energy. Within us is the energy of positive and negative thinking. Within us is energy of jumping up and falling down. We decide what we need to do. Because when the Paramatma decided to create us as non or as local souls, like out of the main soul, we chose that we are bored, we need to do something. So this whole journey is all about you going through various trials and tribulations created by you and not getting bothered by them, being in balanced state, neither happy nor sad. Hope I've answered the question. Good morning to Jabeen, Angel, Kanchanji, Premji, Apurva, and of course on my Zoom to Rita ji and Sujata. Thank you all for being here. And of course, please feel free ask the question. So the question is, if I ask a question, I wish it in a certain way. Dowser goes according to my wish, not correct. Dowser will go according to your subconscious. Your subconscious knows. Firstly, you have to train the dowser, okay, for a long period. Spend a month working with it, playing with it. Don't do anything serious. When you are 100% sure that follows your subconscious, then only do it. Otherwise, it's not going to be accurate. So that requires the exercise first. The dowser will go through what the subconscious knows, not what your wishes. You can always say, hey, dowser, move in anti-clockwise. You can, but remember, that is superseding or an instruction to the dowser. Okay, please keep asking. I'll come back as you ask your questions. Let's go to the next one. In the meantime, intuition and brain fog. What is brain fog? When I can't think clearly, when there are too many thoughts in my head. That is brain fog. Does it mean that I don't have a clarity? There is. It's just that my desire of what good and bad. So, for example, I have a diabetes problem. Brain fog. Should I eat sugar? I really need to eat sugar. I need some amount of 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 sugar. I'll have a little bit. It's okay. Nothing's going to happen. I'm already having the medication. Clearly, no. I shouldn't be eating, but I do. This is brain fog. When we are giving in to the child in us, वो हट्टी बोलते ना हट्टी बच्चे नहीं ऐसे नहीं ऐसे नहीं ऐसे, that being spoiled brat creates brain fog. Intuition is very easy. Close your eyes, ask the question, first answer, intuition. Don't think of anything else. Again, just like dowsing, you must practice your intuition. Because intuition is the voice of the subconscious mind. For us to get to that voice, take some practice. So you start by simple questions, see what answer you get, follow that answer. If you don't get it right, realize you haven't reached to the intuitive level yet. You have to continue to practice the intuition connection. Let's go to the next question. Like I have an intuition that people have a lot of questions right now, but they're not asking. So you're missing out if you're not asking, because I'm going to continue moving forward. Okay. There you go. We have the question. What first 3 steps should I take and follow when I'm getting irritated and things are not happening as I desire? How to calm and come back to normal? Please suggest first, second, and third step. Very simple. You know things are not happening. You know you're getting irritated. Be in observation. Do you like being irritated? No. Then stop. If you continue to be irritated, even though you don't say you don't like it, and you continue to do it, Your inner child, which is basically a child stuck in trauma from some past experiences, is active and is enjoying the irritation. We do not do anything in our life that we don't enjoy. For example, if you have a stone in your shoe, you will not keep walking with it. You will take the shoe off and remove it. Similarly, if you are having irritated thoughts and you are an adult, as you say you are, you will pause, you will stop, you will relax and move forward. Because you know that the thought is getting you nothing. It's not helping you grow. It is just doing what? Keeping you in that situation. It's doing nothing at all, right? Whoever and whatever you're irritated by is not responding. They're definitely not getting your thoughts. And they don't care a damn about your moods. The person who loves you the most will ask you once or twice, are you okay? Are you okay? And then they will also give up. Because you know what? Nobody wants to deal with a cranky child. So it's up to you for what you want to do at that point of time. Step 1, observe. Step 2, ask, is this helping me? If it is, continue. Step 3, relax. It should go away. Good morning to Harshita and good morning to Ruchika ji. All right. Is talking to people politely despite their behavior a sign of maintaining inner peace or people pleasing? Are you a polite person by nature? Then it is maintaining inner peace because you don't have to make an effort. If you're making an effort by being polite to people, you are people pleasing. Everything that comes to you naturally will never be an effort making thing. It'll be simple. Everything that comes to you with that you need to make an effort to do it is people pleasing. So that's your answer. Okay. So there's a question there which says, who is the Supreme God? How can I get connected to Supreme God? Or how can I please him? I think that's the same answer as the Paramatma. You don't need to please him or her. Do you think God really needs something from you? No. The question would be, if that's the case, why do I do the various chants and mantras and Vedas and chant mantra Ved and my get it? What is that? Swaha, Swaha, Swaha. Yes, exactly. All these are done as an energy flow to nature and to the universe. God has created all of this for us to be in sync with the universe. Yeah. So you do that for that reason. Now, when we try to do our best for your children, keeping their happiness still, if they seem dissatisfied most of the time or not appreciated, how do you handle it? You don't. You did it, it's over. If you didn't enjoy what you were doing, then that's a problem. You need to work on yourself. Work on why am I not enjoying what I'm doing? Why am I waiting for validation from my kids to tell me, yes, this is right or this is wrong? This makes me happy, this makes me sad. That's not in your hands. They're sovereign beings. They decide if they're happy or sad. You can only do your work. Do not control negative thoughts, my dear. Tame them, don't control them. So here's what happens. We start thinking, focus, 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 focus. And then suddenly, we get distracted. We start going in different directions. As you observe and you realize this, come back here. Again, focus, 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 focus. Again, you get distracted. Again, you come back here. This practice will take you longer and longer with every single time. Will you get 100% focus? No, there will be distractions. Okay. All the masters, the attained masters also had distractions. They realized that they would exist. They just kept bringing the focus back. Okay, so law of resonance. So we've all heard of law of attraction. Just think of it and it'll come to you. Just think of it, it'll come to you. Just think of it, it'll come to you. No. Unless there's space in your cupboard, where will your clothes go? You will have crumpled clothes. I just observed in my cupboard today, so there was fungus had decided to take refuge in my cupboard for the longest time. So I brought these boxes that would put my clothes in properly so that the fungus won't be touching it. Fungus has reached to a couple of shirts there also. It doesn't stop. So the box, for all its worth, is now not working. What do? I need to create space because my clothes are getting crumpled in that box. So shift in exercise to create the space to allow for the fungus and to allow for my clothes to exist in peace. We'll be doing that. So everywhere you desire something, but you have no space for it, ask yourself, what do I need to do to create space for it? You want love? Are you creating space for it? You want admiration? Are you creating space for it? Do you want positivity? But you're always talking negative. Where is the space for it? You have to be the energy that you desire. Otherwise, it's not coming to you. Okay, so these are the end of the questions I had, but let me open it up for any more questions everybody has, because a lot of questions we went through today. And of course, if you get questions later on this whole discussion, please feel free to always ask. Let's see. I see a few girls when they speak, their voice is sweet and melodious. I also wish I could have done that with their voice. Do I need to work on myself? Yes, Jabin, we've discussed this in the workshop you're in, conscious communication. Please follow that exercise. And remember, it takes time. So take your time. Apurva, simple as easy to create space for it. See wherever, whatever you need. That will create space for it. See that. Depending on whatever you need. I can't answer that question of how do I create space. It's completely up to you. Whatever you're doing, is that what you desire? If not, start doing what you desire. Okay, I'm going to give you all a few seconds to ask any questions you may have. Otherwise, we shall do a quick sadhana and then close for this week. Okay, great. I think there is no more questions. Let's close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Allow for all the stress and negative energy to radiate outwards while you focus deeper and deeper inwards. So imagine you're wearing a negative color cloth. So there are two of you. One is wearing positive clothes, the other is wearing negative clothes. Whatever color you choose. The positive you will give the negative you the colors of positive clothes to wear, and the negative you will take off the negative colors and wear the positive colors. Keep doing this continuously. Keep doing it. So it's like off the clothes, on the clothes, off the clothes, on the clothes, off the clothes, on the clothes. Do it quick and fast and keep releasing. And as this process happens, I am going to chant Om 3 times to help you resonate with the universal energy. I thank you all for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you.